Yo, it's gotta be 150 degrees out here.
Hi, cutie pie. He's so pretty. Hey, man.
Yeah.
What's up, my guy?
Yeah.
What's up? Say what's up to the camera. Don't you touch it.
What's going on? It's your boy Mark B, and I'm back with another video. We're gonna talk about Turo and how I use it to start my BC luxury car rental service. All right, so to get into it, what is Turo, right? Turo is this new app, very similar to Airbnb. If you ever heard of Airbnb, you book somebody else's house, apartment, condo, and you use it as if it was a hotel or, you know, some type of extended stay. You'll use those services. So it's home sharing, but Turo is car sharing. Take the same concept of someone having a 2018 Mercedes-Benz C300 premium package, that's me, and renting it out to other people so that they can use it whenever they need it for vacation, business trips, travel, whatever they want to do. It's a way for them to get around at an affordable price, because with Turo, I can control the pricing. I can see what the market is looking like, and I can make it affordable for someone to come rent a Mercedes-Benz for a week and pay under $1,000 instead of renting a Nissan or a Kia Soul or something for about $1,000 for a week. So that's what Turo is, and I'm going to be talking to you about what I do with Turo and how I'm starting my own business with it in the fleet and exactly where I want to go with it. So let's get into it. Turo is car sharing. So you have a car, maybe you don't use it, maybe you have two cars, maybe that car is older and you need to fix it up a little bit, but it's paid off. Well, you do that, you fix it up a little bit, and you can make money on that car basically doing not too much. So the premise is to create an account. Go to Turo.com, create an account, create a login, and this is good for you to have even if you're traveling. So let's say you're traveling to LA. I'm in Phoenix area. You go into the LA area, Atlanta area, and you're looking for a car, but you know, for rental services, the demand for rentals were so high, but the supply for rentals were so low. So because the high demand, they're able to charge you a surplus of what they would be charging you originally. And now you're looking at paying way over for basic cars. With Turo, you get the premium cars, you get the Jeep Wranglers, you get the Mercedes-Benzes, the BMWs, the Porsches, all of that. You get all of it for a good price. Now, some of the things can be a little more expensive. I mean, $300-$500 a day, depending on what you want. But if you want a Wraith, you have an ability to rent a Wraith for a week. That's beautiful. That's power. That does a lot for you. For example, it helps your brand. So if you have a brand and you need to show up and pull up, if you're pulling up in a Bentley, in a Wraith, in a Vet, in a Lambo, it just does something different. And when you ride those cars, you get a different experience. So it's a great opportunity for you in all aspects. Now, let's say you want to do something like me. I'm starting my own rental service, which at some point I want to be in a car dealership space and be able to just have some of the cars that I want and, you know, begin to grow and sell and make money. There are all kinds of ways to make money. Let's get that straight. There's all kinds of ways to make money. You got Airbnb, Turo, you got Bitcoin, you got the stock market, you got all these other things, right? So it's about finding your lane and finding the passions that you strive with, because with all the opportunities, it still takes you and dedication. So without dedication, without having that passion, your riches might not grow if you don't put that work in, right? That work is dependent on how hard you put your soul, your sweat, and your everything into it. And then that's how that grows. So for me, I like cars. Always loved cars. Never really had the urge to want to buy cars because I knew the expenses, right? So over quarantine is when I said, I'm going to do what I want to do. 2 years ago, I had the idea to get a Tesla and put it on Turo because I wanted a Tesla. I mean, I looked at Teslas every day and I'm gonna get a Tesla, I'm gonna get a Tesla. And then as I started getting into it, I'm not there yet. I'm not at the opportunity, I don't have the opportunity to pay the high car payment for the Tesla, and pay the car insurance for the Tesla. $700 car payment, $300 insurance payment. And when you put that together, that's $1,000 on the car. Granted, so that Turo, they have the Turo Calculator. You can see how much those cars are making. The car can make you the money back and possibly more. So it's a great opportunity, and its ability to do it because the risk is just not for me yet. It's going to be there, and I really believe that this is the space for me. I think it's good. So yeah, I have an idea of continue to grind and put the documented paperwork so that I can begin to share more information with people. I already do it on my Instagram, and it's big because, you know, Turo is one of those things where it's like, I could do this myself. And that's why I like it. So moving forward, what I want to do with it, I want to build a large fleet. I mean, I want to have 30, 40 cars. I want to be able to sell, trade, go to the auction, do this exchange. I want to get into the nitty gritty of it. So there's a lot of car stuff that I've been looking up and understanding. I mean, I've taken the baby steps by just understanding financing, understanding leases, understanding cars and values, and understanding the depreciation calculator, because a lot of these things come into play. There's a formula for everything because it's all calculated. For example, you go to Kelley Blue Book and you look at the value of a Mercedes-Benz C300. Maybe it's a 2017. There's a certain price based on the year, based on the total mileage of that car and conditions of the car into play. But based on the mileage in the year, they're going to come up with a price calculator on how much that car is worth, how much life that car has, and the value of it as it stands. So Kelley Blue Book is a really good way to see what the value of your car is, also what the value of the car that you want to buy. So I use that to check out the value of the car that I'm going to be buying in the future, and it's going to tell me what that market value is, because you don't want to pay for something that's $50,000 and you end up paying $70,000. You know, you don't want to pay for something that is too high for the actual value. So you got to be careful, and it's all about finding the perfect car to get into. Now, what I have, my fleet, one car right now, actually two cars, because my Dodge Durango GT is really in the works, but there's some things I got to get fixed up, and my kids keep trashing it, so that's not going anywhere right now. But my Mercedes-Benz C300, my kids don't see that at all. And you know, it's a 2018. It's all black. I love the car. Always wanted a Mercedes-Benz. Just never wanted to be the one that bought it without having the means. But as I saw this as an opportunity for me to buy it, enjoy it as a pleasure, and make money off of it, that's when you turn those liabilities into assets. And I really enjoyed that perspective. Shout out to CEO Manny J, who kind of put that in the works for me. And that's really where you get down to it. So I'm in the very beginning of, you know, the success of my life. Making $100,000 a year, $10,000 a month is not enough for where I plan to be, and I'm making this channel so I can not only put it out there for everyone to see. I want to show my preparations. I want to show my process and my planning. I can't say that I'm going to be the richest person today, but how do you know Steve Jobs said I'm going to be one of the richest? How do you know Bill Gates said I'm going to be the richest? You know, Jeff Bezos. So it's one of those things where I can film my process into being that successful while giving out the gems on spot and the things that I'm doing, because maybe my kids watch this and they say, man, Daddy was real and Daddy was able to get this going for us, and I see how. So I'm just trying to find my way. And why not display it on, you know, YouTube for the world? Display it for the world, because that's the best criticism, the best feedback you're going to get from the world. Along with building relationships and growing. And that's all I plan to do. All I plan to do is just to grow, build relationships, and continue to strive for success. So that's what this channel is about. You're going to see my family, because that's who I'm about. So you're going to see a lot of stuff, as hopefully every episode I'm able to put them in there, because they're always doing something silly and they're always doing something crazy while I'm working, while I'm talking, while I'm on the phone. So I just want to show you guys some humanness in me as I discuss business, and it's not all just 1 + 1 = 2 + 3. It ain't like that. It's business, family, and it's everything. It's the network. You got to put the network to grow the net worth. So that is what I am. That's who I am. That's what's going on. And like and subscribe. I need to get a theme song. I need to get something so I can play it, let it roll. So yeah, that's just me. Shout out your boy, Mark B.